I would love you to have a taste of what I know is possible with styling because I know something special will happen. You will feel empowered by a high standard of dressing, and you may even notice a difference in the way that you walk and you carry yourself. Let me inspire you with a visual. It was something I saw the other day, a clip online, and it was so incredible. A small child was out in the surf with his dad, and the dad had a surfboard with him. And this child would have been around 3 years old, I'm guessing. So old enough to hold on to his dad's neck, which I was glad about. And then as the dad stood up to take the next wave, thankfully a gentle one, what I wasn't expecting was that as he found his balance and he progressed on the wave, he then reached around the child's on the back of his neck and he gets the child's arms and he swivels the child around, his son, so that he's standing in front of him on the board. It was such a delight to watch. I knew this child had the rush of waves around him, the same view as his dad, and this incredible feeling of being on top of that moving body of water. I imagined he would also grow up feeling that surfing a wave was totally within reach. After all, he'd been on the board many times now. I imagine this wasn't the first time they'd done it. And it seemed to me such a gift that this dad was giving his son, especially because I know it could be quite hard to learn how to surf. I had 1 hour of surfing lesson and that was it. And I know adults who have told me that it takes about 3 months to learn how to stand up. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a taste of the power of style to hopefully inspire you to join me and to feel that full force of where style could take you. This simple step is something that you can do this evening in just a few minutes. It is also my go-to method for giving myself a style boost, and I do this at least every 6 months. What many people don't realize is that the power of style is available to us through another avenue than shopping. And so this is not a shopping tip. Shopping is a huge part of styling, but there is something else we can do closer to home that is available to you right now. If I describe a usual closet, it's a space that evokes a mix of feelings. There are some fantastic pieces in there, there are some that are middling or average, and there are a few clothes that are terrible. This is so incredibly usual and normal. As life moves on, our style shifts and changes. We might be given clothes that aren't always right, we might buy things on sale that have potential but don't quite work, or our body changes, our life changes, our career shifts, and the clothes in our closet are no longer quite right. But the effect on your style is that each day when you choose what to wear, you're selecting from a mix of clothes that will give you a mix of results. And that leads to you feeling limited by style. You're not stepping into that powerful feeling that style can bring you. Plus, it takes more time to put your outfits together. But you can turn this around by doing what I do every 6 months and edit. And for you, I recommend the soft edit. It's like a soft launch. It's an edit, but without the full bite and impact of a hard cull. The soft edit is all about identifying the pieces that are serving you well, the pieces that aren't serving you, and the ones that you're not clear about, so that you can remove the ones that are definitely not serving you. You select the lower portion of clothes, say the lowest 10%, and you give these away. So it's a simple idea, simple and powerful. The fact that you don't have these worst pieces to wear saves you time, reduces your stress, and importantly raises the standard of your whole collection. That's how it gives your style a boost, and it's why I come back to this time and time again. We just don't need the hassle of looking at those clothes and thinking, oh, is there a way I can make it work for me? So let's get started. Firstly, there is one rookie mistake to avoid, and that is that when people are refreshing their wardrobe, they tend to purge a little preemptively. They jump too far, too fast. True story, I heard about a woman recently who had barely any pieces left that would flatter her because she had edited most of her wardrobe out. Unfortunately, she had made those edits on the basis of a faulty app-based color analysis, and her photographer told me that her face showed up as red and blotchy. We were talking about the power of color analysis at the time. So that is not what any of us want. Don't be too quick to throw out your pieces. Instead, just put them into piles so you can make your decisions with the intention that you're going to put them aside, remove them, and not do anything rash. That's why I'm calling this the soft edit. It's focusing more on getting clear about the pieces than on purging them. Here are the steps to take. What you're looking for most importantly is which pieces definitely need to go. The hardest thing about this step is to be honest, because yes, some of those pieces have a special history. They may be an investment piece, but believe me, they don't serve you well if they're not serving you now. Keeping them in your wardrobe, you're reducing the power that you feel in your own style. So firstly, take out each piece and look at it separately, whether it's a dress, a jacket, pants, jumpsuit, a scarf. Every piece needs your attention. And ask yourself, how do I feel when I wear this? You might feel fantastic when you wear that piece, in which case, brilliant. Create a yes pile. That is a piece for the yes pile. On the other hand, perhaps you don't feel great when you wear it. Perhaps it feels dated and you've moved on, or it's a piece that's never been worn. Perhaps you have a bad memory with it, or perhaps you're just unsure and you don't know why. If you have any of these reactions, you have two choices, your no pile or your maybe pile. And those no pieces are the ones you're very sure are not serving you. You might even be aware that the color isn't flattering, the shape doesn't work for your body, or it's just not your style. On the other hand, you'll have a separate spot for your maybe pieces, and those are the ones that you feel ambivalent or uncertain about. You don't have a strong reaction either way. You might feel unsure about how to pair it with other pieces. You might like something about it, but you just don't love it. Or you may only be keeping it because it's the only top that you can wear with a particular skirt, for example. So it's that take it or leave it feeling of ambivalence. So when you've gone through your whole collection and you have sorted them into those piles, you will take the no pile and you'll simply put it to one side or out of sight in a box, in a cupboard, or under the bed. Now that you've done this, you have raised the standard of the clothes that you've got to deal with, and these are the ones that you'll see every day. So you don't have that low grade stress of the no pieces being part of your collection. And you'll be left with your maybe pieces and your yes pieces. And the beauty of this is that when you do start to build your wardrobe and your collection again, sometimes in that maybe pile, there are pieces that still are beautiful pieces that actually needed to be paired correctly to work well. For myself, I'm more ambitious than giving away the lower 10%. I generally give away any pieces that are even a maybe, and I only keep the yeses. And the reason I don't recommend that now is because there's a little bit more to do, more to develop around your style to really fully be able to step into that power of style. But for now, take note of how you feel in this stronger collection that has a higher standard. Each day you'll feel less stress in what you're wearing, you'll make decisions more easily, you'll probably even collect a compliment or two, all because you've discarded the lowest grade items in your collection. And if you love the taste of the feeling of the power of style, I'm about to show you how you can get the full experience with the exact steps I take my styling clients through so that they truly feel the wind in their hair, that amazing experience, that feeling of the power of style.